think one thing that will be on Peach's side here in the neutral is going to be that micro spacing with float. It's going to make it very hard for Belmonts to really pinpoint any specific swing. And a lot of Belmont swings are much more committal than they seem.
Hazmat is in the chat saying this matchup is even AF, so I mean that might be a bit of an embellishment. I feel like when you play low tiers, you're inclined to think even like a 60-40 could be close to even, just because it's not as bad as some of the other top tier matchups, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure Hazmat knows like 100,000 times more about Belmonts than I do, so I'll trust him on that, and he's probably cross paths with Ling as well.
Yeah, but I mean, these conversions, it looks like Belmont's the perfect way to get murder-lurtled on hit by Peach.
Yeah, exactly, and a large frame to top it all off.
Oh yeah. Off stage not doing any favors, you really can't afford to get hit by this character who can already touch of death 90% of the cast.
Okay. You see how Luffy didn't punish that down smash because if he tried to, he might have caught the cross before sticking a move out. So very smart to just respect it, chill in place. Oh, but Ling all over that whiffed up B.
Very nice wake up F tilt there coming out from Luffy. Those are going to be a great help versus Ling, who doesn't always commit too hard to the tech chase. That corner pressure.
Okay, stocks are even.
Out. Yep.
Belmont, one of the hardest characters to get off the ledge against, if not the hardest.
Oh yeah, and Peach's options off the ledge aren't particularly amazing, so if Luffy's able to catch the right things, it can be very hard for Ling.
Yeah, especially because she doesn't refresh float until she comes back on the stage. So you only get that one time, and even if you get hit and you get your invincibility back, you're still not getting your float until you touch the ground.
Luffy overcommitting a little bit to these item tosses when he manages to catch those turnips can perhaps afford to wait just a little bit longer. Very nice
nair to bear. That was very clean.
Love to see it.
Looks like Luffy's trying to stay very mobile with this zoning game, but Ling can just sit back and respond with turnips too. Peach, even though she's normally a close combat character, just having access to an item to throw is very helpful against other zoners.
Absolutely. Luffy kind of running Ling down here, though. Yeah,
I feel like, you basically have some really good set play as Belmonts. I feel like they can stick it to you when they want to. It's just not the ideal situation for them. Wow.
One of those was a stitch, right? That last one was a stitch? Or dot eyes, at least.
I think it was, yeah, it was one of the stronger ones for sure. Definitely not a stitch, though. Oh no, trying to tech, but the hit was too weak.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. But a good idea there from Luffy, really cleaning things up towards the end. And not exactly keeping things even, but could have been a different game with one or two more neutral wins on Luffy's end, for sure.
All right, so, I mean, Ling, of course, just a legacy player ever since Brawl. Started off in Puerto Rico, moved up to Connecticut a couple of years in, and just has been strong in both regions ever since. So, no surprise to see him. And, of course, still rocking Peach, by the way. Played DDD and Kirby as well in Brawl, but Peach has been a constant in his character pool. Not surprised to see him performing really well here. Could sneak into finals day through the loser side. Actually going to check who sent him to losers in the first place.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's actually pretty surprising that he lost the game before finals day. It was a DQ, yeah, okay, DQ. Very stuff, but very quickly making up for it of how to make it in through loser's side.
I was actually going to say, like, I bet he got DQ'd and just forgot his match was up. And what a way to go, right? Like, oh man, I forgot to wake up in time for the tournament, and now I'm just going to make it in anyway.
Oh yeah, but Luffy proving that he's not going to let it happen just this easily. Really sticking to the pressure now. No resources on the end of Ling Ling except for float, but does get that nair on the way down.
Oh, almost connecting that forward air that would have wiped Richter off the face of the earth, but Now we're seeing Luffy with the chance to set the ledge up the way he wants it. Holy Water's axes, but no, it's actually going to be Peach closing the distance with side B. Not exactly the most threatening zone-breaking move, but still, it's some way to move faster horizontally throughout the air. So good
Yeah,
usage of it by Ling.
absolutely. And the fact that she can float right after it too is very, very nice. Makes it a very nice tool. Whether it hits on block or it actually hits you, she can immediately begin to set up pressure.
Slipping right in there for the neutral air to close out the stock. Ooh, an up B, just busting him out of a bad spot.
Oh,
Luffy
yeah.
not taking too much there.
Still a fat 45 from Ling, finding those item combos.
Those down-angled fares, one of the most essential components of this character's zoning, but looks like Ling has just had no problem avoiding a lot of the stuff that Luffy is throwing out at him.
Yeah, this matchup turns out to be a little unfortunate, though, because Belmont really doesn't have the best grab in the world, and Peach is gonna want to be shielding so many of these situations, but it's just such an obvious grab that takes so long that it's really hard for Luffy to set up those situations and actually get very much off of it.
And I feel like sometimes you just gotta really disrespect the ledge traps from Belmont. You saw right there, Ling just sliding in with a roll, all of a sudden he's out of trouble. And if you give them too much time and too much space to set up, that's when it starts to feel like you'll never get off.
Yeah, a lot of the time the trick is to move in between reps of items that they're throwing. Like if they're committed too hard to the axe, you pick roll because you'll be right in front of them and they've wasted so much time actually throwing the axe out that they can't do anything.
Also, regardless of turnips, Peach, of course, can destroy this character off stage. Just float there, wait for him to, pass through you on his way back to the ledge again. It's a very linear recovery, and you just stick a nair out. Even the weak hit's good enough to get the job done.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then you have back air, just a bigger move horizontally, I believe. That's just a little bit stronger as well to catch him off stage. And things just get really, really risky really quickly for Belmonts.
Yeah, and you can just linger there, no pun intended, and get some serious edge guards going. Oh, the shield pressure looking clean, but of course having a DP makes Richter really good at dealing with Peach up close, so you notice Ling isn't just able to kind of freely mash on his shield as he would be against a lot of other characters.
Yeah, Luffy's been doing a much better job out of shield, not letting Ling take these ambiguous cross-ups for free.
Oh, Ling actually won the Nintendo vs. Challenge Cup. Did not know that.
Nice.
Thanks, chat, for letting me know. That's crazy.
That's hype. Is that what the DQ is for, to win Challenge Cup?
Oh, I don't know if it was today. I didn't know if that was just like a random tidbit or why he had to miss his winner's bracket match, but either way, Ling, if he wins 2 tourneys in one day, that's some godlike stuff.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, very nice stuff. Good pressure in the corner from Luffy, but 119 on Belmont. Any straight hit is going to make things incredibly scary.
Okay, slipping by with the roll. And the chase down begins for Ling. Even though he's got a massive lead, 120% up here, he probably just wants to get this over with. It is a best of 3. One good hit can close it out. Oh! Wow, still active all the way at the end of that path.
Ooh, very nice conversion there. The fair into returning cross into up air. Huge pressure coming out from Luffy. We're seeing Luffy come online here.
Oh!
God!
What a comeback! And you just see how rushing in can cost you against this character. Don't let the pressure get to you. Don't see the win before it's in your hands. And that's not going to happen to you as much, but it can still happen, man. Sick comeback there by LuffyMK, taking this to a Game 3 situation. And you know what's crazy? This isn't even for playoffs. This is for the right to play for playoffs.
That was insane. I mean, that fair, we see use of 2 returning cross setups in a row, just so nasty from Luffy. I believe it might have been weak or medium hit forward air into the returning cross into up air to set things up. Might have actually killed on a map with a smaller ceiling, but then immediately finds that returning cross into up air to seal it out. Huge pressure. Ling just kind of playing disadvantage, a little bit shaky there as Luffy came online.
Dude's brain's fucking huge, man.
Yeah, that was fucking intense.
All right, well, Game 3 situation between Ling and Luffy. One of these guys is taking home an L. I'm not talking about the one in their tags. So Pokemon Stadium 2, usually you see a set start here, but it's going to finish here for this one.
All right, we see Ling now committing to a bit of a more ranged game. Doesn't want to get hit at all by Luffy after what he just saw at the end of that last game.
Peach Bomber paying dividends for Ling in this set. It's kind of crazy. You don't see that move connect too often, but I feel like in Ultimate it's the best it's ever been. Just has really long hit detection.
Yeah, absolutely. And for a character like Belmont, who has to commit pretty hard to the anti-air, deciding if it's going to be up tilt or up B pretty early, it's hard to make the decision if she's flying you that fast.
All right, so far a good start for Ling, but could see Luffy turn things around. I mean, if the Belmonts don't get gimped, they have really good survivability. They're pretty heavy. It's hard to get your hands on them if they're playing optimally. And I wouldn't be too scared of a percent deficit, even as a zoner who, of course, really wants to have damage in their favor.
Yeah, absolutely. And being anywhere past like that 20 to 30% mark versus Peach is always a good sign, right? Because you're not going to get hit by 5 combos, by 5 hits because you got tapped by Light and Air, or because you got tapped by down tilt.
All right, looking for that spacing tool, forward air, back air repeatedly. Luffy is going to throw that as long as he's confident that Ling isn't able to infiltrate his space in the time it takes him to put that move out. Oh, stage spike, but Ling backing off just to set up a different turnip throw angle. I feel like he could have pushed the issue there a little bit, but it's not going to matter. Forward air coming down from the skies, and this is now, once again, Ling's lead.
Yeah, we see the double jump float cancel forward air coming out from Ling. Very good stuff. It immediately tries to set up the corner pressure. 42 on the board.
Setting up the holy water, standing inside it. Very smart. Offer yourself some protection.
Alright, Ling beginning to realize these early holy waters are much more of a commitment than Luffy can afford, almost making use of the projectile himself.
Yeah, and there's some certain spots where you know they're going to want to throw it. Wow, Stitch wearing down all of that shield, making it possible for the forward air to poke.
Oh yeah, that was fat damage, and Luffy gonna have to keep Ling off for a little bit as long as he doesn't want his shield broken.
Luffy's starting to bleed out a bit though, 86% down a stock. Save pressure there from Ling, and wow! Just calling out. Luffy holding shield right there, goes right into the grab off of Bear, and cutting him off on his return to the center stage. Yep, that's going to be another one.
That first nair, the double jump nair to catch Luffy for doing jump off the ledge was really, really smart from Ling. And now finding another fat 46, almost the same situation as the last stock. Luffy at threat of a big loss here.
Just the sheer knockback on that forward air so strong that I feel like it would have made him unable to recover. But fortunately for Luffy, that didn't connect. He's still got a lease on life here, though the landlord might be calling and asking for rent.
Oh yeah.
Alright, plus the turnip.
Big leg pressure.
And just such good awareness of the fear from his opponent. Ling using those Z-drop turnips to prevent a hitbox in the air, or to create a hitbox in the air and entice his opponent to shield, going for these empty jumps into grab.
That was so close. That was so close at so many points. Luffy doing a great job sniffing out the lost jump, but not sealing out the stock, and Ling getting away with murder here.
That returning cross saving Luffy's skin there, but still a lot to be done, and yeah, that back air gonna close it out. All right, Ling advancing now to the top 12, one set away from making it to playoffs tomorrow.
Very good stuff from Ling. Just consistent play there, dropping things a little bit during game 2, but I think that was just more on Luffy, honestly, making some incredibly sick plays, one after the other for that quick burst, really coming online during that second game for the last stock. Very nice stuff. I think Luffy can walk away pretty proud of that performance because Ling is an incredibly sick legacy player, has a lot of these tournaments under his belt, is very used to this and has Belmonts in region in New England, right? So to walk away with a performance that solid, you've got to feel kind of good about yourself.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 13th place out of 264 players, or I guess 256 plus the 8 invitees. This bracket cap, this was the largest GOML qualifier, so definitely can't feel too bad about a top 16 finish here. Congratulations, and congratulations to Ling as well for now moving on to fight against Pokelam, who I believe he has played a decent amount of times in Westchester. I know Ling likes to come down. It's not too far of a drive from Connecticut. Not sure exactly what city he lives in up there, but you know, Westchester County's right on the Connecticut border, so I wouldn't be surprised if these guys have some IRL set history.
All right. And yeah, we're going to look at this 0 to death from game 2. Absolutely disgusting play. Quick Red Bull replay here.
Yeah,
So we see that nice low hanging tether.
wow, it starts with an up B. Would not have expected that, of course, because it's not really a combo starter. Look at that wave bounce cross, too.
That was so nasty. Yo, the movement here is insane.
Oh, okay. The 0 to death interrupted by one Peach Bomber, but it's not going to matter too much. Yeah, right into the returning cross, into the up air, and then he does it again to win.
Yeah, the down smash to catch the landing. This was so disgusting.
You forgot about that? You forgot about that right there? Oh!
How'd you forget? How could you forget? What's wrong with you?
I just threw it, bro. Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, I'm down to watch this one again.
Can we go
Throws
back?
the holy water.
Go back. There's one point during the beginning of the clip where he does the wave bounce cross, back air, and then catches the water and keeps it going. So he does water, Ling catches it, throws it, he catches it with Nair, water throw down. Oh my god, almost gets the grab off that too. Like, just keeping up the pressure there, the recognition was so nasty. See that one more time.
So fresh. All right. One more down and a couple more to go.